before this was the campus, it was the county almshouse, and it had buildings to house the poor, the mentally insane, the elderly, and just about any other person who needed to be housed. So we had a variety of people here, many of whom were ill and died here.
It was also at one point the county morgue. The C building in particular was the county morgue, and there have been people who've worked here who've actually seen people who are no longer living, moving about in the building, either on gurneys or in wheelchairs or using walkers in full daylight in the middle of an event.
Most of the ghosts that we see are kind of tied to particular buildings.
Right.
The exception would be the children, because there were children here. If your family was poor, the entire family would be located here, and a lot of the children, they're too young to work. They had the run of the place, so they would go everywhere and play in the barns, and play all over. So those ghosts you won't find tied like Jerome is to a building.
Right.
They will show up pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
The dorm students see a lot of the children.
Yeah. They hear them running in the hallway and giggling.
We could talk about Jerome.
I spent a lot of time deep into the nights in the A building when I was writing my dissertation. And I was in there and it was like 11 o'clock at night and I was working and I was tired, but my office started to fill up with the smell of cigar smoke. And I literally thought somebody was smoking a cigar in the building or right outside the building. And I got up and I actually went outside and I looked to see if there was somebody smoking a cigar, and there wasn't. So I came back in and I went back to work. And the smoke smell started to intensify and it actually started to coalesce so that I could see it. It was hanging in the middle of the room. And I just was like, what the heck is this? And I was really mad. And I said, leave me alone, I have work to do. And the moment I said that, it sounded like somebody hit one of my metal bookshelves with something that was like a ring on their hand or the end of a cane, really, really loudly. And I just got up and I said, okay, fine, I'll leave the room to you. And I left. And we don't tell the students about it to scare them, but sometimes they do want to know about the history of the campus.